What's going on, guys? It's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to another What's If video, and this time we're going to look at Sergio Ramos. Obviously there's been a lot of speculation on whether Sergio Ramos is coming to Manchester United or as if he's just using it for extended contract talks, basically to get him a bumper contract. So what we're going to do is we've placed him in the Manchester United team, and similar to the Matteo Darmian video, we'll holiday a season, we'll see how he would affect Manchester United's fortune, see if he would help them, not even just into the Champions League, but propel them into maybe winning the Championship, winning the Premiership, sorry, and then eventually winning the Champions League in following seasons, and seeing if he becomes a regular in the team, or if he ends up leaving or going elsewhere, or going back to Spain in some sort of capacity. So same as the first video, we're just going to holiday it and we'll see how his career pans out for Sergio Ramos. So here is Sergio Ramos after his debut season at Manchester United. How did it go? Well, as you can see here, just even looking at the statistics down the bottom, absolutely phenomenal. 33 league starts, just a 1 goal, 4 assists, 6 Player of the Match awards, 11 yellow cards, so normal Sergio Ramos there, 1 red card. But the most vital, well, I believe the most vital stat, but one of the most interesting stats, look at that, a 7.77 rating for 33 league games. Absolutely phenomenal. So see, he's had absolutely an amazing season for United. Even though if you look at the internationals, 7 caps for Spain in that time, 1 goal, 3 assists, 3 Player of the Match. He's averaging an 8.10. And in the Cup, 4 times he played for United, 1 goal, 2 Player of the Matches, and an 8.57, so he was simply tremendous. So on a personal level, he's had a great season. But how did Manchester United actually get on with Sergio Ramos? Well, I can tell you, Sergio Ramos has pretty much won them the league title. Now you got Man Utd to win the league by 3 points, so it just shows the difference in just having Sergio Ramos' experience, his leadership skills, and just the quality that Sergio Ramos has put United all the way up to winning the league. Fair enough, they got a bit lucky. Just a couple of points clear of Man City, Arsenal and Chelsea, who fought tooth and nail right to the end, but Man Utd just squeezing the victory out and regaining in this game the league championship. Other signings from Man Utd actually surprised me, and you may have seen me tweeting about this. Obviously, Jan Vertonghen usually happens to go to Man United, as is Wesley Sneijder. Fernando, you can believe, yep, he played okay, 10 appearances, decent holding midfielder in this. Stephen Ireland? What? It just doesn't make sense, does it? Stephen Ireland at Man United, he only played 2 times. I had no idea why they've signed him. But yeah, Stephen Ireland is signed for Man U in this game. And played 2 sub appearances in 6 months, so make of that what you will. But Kevin Grosskreutz came in as well from Dortmund. He had a good campaign, 11 appearances and 3 sub appearances with 4 goals. Matteo Musacchio, I'm never going to pronounce that correctly, but he came in, only played a couple of times, but he came in on deadline day. And obviously this summer Man United decided to sign Falcao, who obviously had a good season, scoring a lot of goals. But it's just amazing, you know. The fact that one signing in the shape of Sergio Ramos can pretty much change that team and make them win stuff. But speaking of just obviously Man United, how did his departure leave Real Madrid? Well, we'll have a look. Madrid still won the La Liga title, winning it by 3 points ahead of Atletico and Barcelona. So again, a very close race for the championship. And their signings, they only signed Andrea Fontas, who literally came in and replaced Sergio Ramos. So him coming in from Celta Vigo, pretty much replacing Ramos. Doesn't have the pace or anything, but a good technical and especially very decent mental defender there. So he came in, replaced Sergio Ramos, and yeah, they still won the league. As far as the Champions League went, let's see how they done. They got to the last 16 before being knocked out by Bayern, so that's another disappointment there. And they lost in the Copa del Rey semi-finals to Atletico Madrid with a 4-0 thumping defeat at home. However, they did win the Club World Championship, defeating Tetuya. I don't know who this is, but they're a team from Morocco in the final. One last thing I want to check actually how Man U did in cup competitions. I don't believe they'd done too well if Ramos only played 4 games. Capital One Cup they lost in the 4th round to Arsenal on penalty kicks, and the FA Cup they also lost to Arsenal in the 3rd round. So not very good in the cup competitions, but that probably was the reason why they're on to win the league. And the fact that they only had 1 defeat from the middle of March onwards and won the rest of them probably saw them win the title that way. So that is Sergio Ramos after 1 season. It'll be interesting to see how his tenure continues at Manchester United. So we're now a few seasons down the line with Sergio Ramos. He's now 33. He's now managed to amass 158 caps for Spain. He signed a new contract at Man United to take him to 205k a week. Physically, he's starting to decline a little bit. Mentally, he's probably better than ever. And technically, he's pretty okay for a centre back. And as you can see from the statistics there, still seems to be cruising the league. Managing to feature in all competitions. He had 25 league games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 player of the match awards, 7.48, so still at a decent level. 2 cup games, 4 European games, and internationally still played 8 times for Spain, with 2 assists, 1 player of the match award, and a 7.91 rating. Pretty phenomenal for a centre half. Since then, how's he done? Well, his 2nd season at United, he still did average a 7.72, only featuring in 19 games in the league, with 2 assists and 3 player of the match awards. 7 cup games, again he was dominant, 7 continental games, and 6 games for his country. The reason I believe he featured so little was the fact that he had a torn hamstring in October, and as we all know, October, November, December, January, time he gets back into full fitness, that's a lot of games. So that's probably why he missed so many games, which is a shame. If we look on other ones, probably this season he could have played even more if he didn't get that, if we just get back quickly, that torn hamstring in February. He would have been fine and be able to play a lot longer. But I say apart from that, 2016-17 again, pretty decent season, a 7.83 average in the league, 31 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists, 4 player of the match awards, and 10 yellow cards. So Sergio Ramos continues to get booked a lot. A couple of cup games, 9 continental games, averaging a 7.84, which is phenomenal, and 8 games for his country. And then he gets season 17-18, again 36 games, so a lot better. 3 assists, 6 player matches, 7 yellows and a red for a 7.63. So he has kind of like went down a bit in average rating, but still amazing level to be performing at. In the cup, 9 starts and 3 sub appearances is 7.47, so maybe they went a cup run. Continentally, 7.40, and internationally is up at 8.12. Now it's good that he's been doing well himself. How have the club been doing? Well, they won the league in 15-16 as well, so if we just quickly go back to 15-16. So they won the league by a point again, so scraping the league championship. The following season they finished 2nd, still quite a good way ahead of the rest of the pack, apart from Chelsea who dominated. 17-18, again 2nd place, but more, it's more tied up league. And the season there finishing in 2nd again, so definitely the addition of Sergio Ramos has certainly helped them. If we just quickly look at the cup competitions, if we go all the way back to 15-16, you see their Capital One Cup, they managed to win it, defeating Arsenal in the final, 3-1. Let's see who scored there. Chicharito Herrera and Wayne Rooney, and they lost in the FA Cup 5th round to Aston Villa, and they lost in the Champions League semi-finals to Manchester City, losing 2-1 on aggregate. 16-17 saw Manchester United get to the quarterfinals of the Capital One Cup, losing at QPR. They lost in the FA Cup 5th round to Chelsea, and in the Champions League they got to, I believe it's not going to let me scroll right down, so we'll try again. They got to the final and they won it, so Sergio Ramos has added a Champions League winners medal. You can see they're defeating Juventus in the last 8, defeating Liverpool by penalties to get to the final, and then in the final, a Robin van Persie hat-trick, and Angel Di Maria and Wayne Rooney giving them a 5-2 win over Atletico. So that's another great trophy there for Sergio Ramos. The following season, they didn't win the World Club Championships, losing to ES Tunis. They got to the Capital One Cup final, which they won, so another trophy for Sergio Ramos there. They only got to the last 16 of the Champions League. And did they win the FA Cup for some reason again? That won't completely load. They didn't, because it doesn't come up there. They lost the final on penalties to Manchester City, so he's been very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. Certainly getting into a lot of finals and certainly winning a lot more silverware. And the season just there, 18-19. Capital One Cup was stopped by Chelsea in the 4th round. The Champions League saw them lose to Dortmund in the last 16, and a disappointing campaign in the FA Cup, losing to Man City via a replay. So overall, if we go back and look at Sergio Ramos, he's certainly been one of those guys that he's certainly won a lot of trophies at United. If we just quick look at his achievements, certainly a lot of awards for Team of the Season, World Team of the Year, so that's always good. Let's have a quick look at his biography. So in this time he's made 144 league appearances and scored 3 goals. He's won 2 Capital One Cups in 16 and 18, and 2 Premier League titles in 15 and 16, and he's more than likely, as you can see, Golden Ball, Team of the Season. It's just a World Cup Dream Team, World Cup 3rd best player, English Premier League Select. Just a great amount of awards he's won, and he's certainly continued his great form on to Man Utd, and certainly helped Man Utd in that aspect, winning a Champions League, and certainly helping them through a period of transition. He also, as you can see from the key employees, is a club captain, which is nearly as ridiculous as the fact that Billy Davies is somehow the Man Utd manager, which is just absolutely, quite frankly, mind-boggling. But yeah, that's Sergio Ramos. So if he does stay for Man Utd, he will apparently have a great career filled of trophies, a Champions League win, and a couple of league championships. Although, if we just quickly look back, Man Utd won a Champions League, and that did not come up that he was a part of it in his biography. Is it going to be a case of he's going to be injured and must have been injured and missed the final? But still, he's obviously going to play a part in getting into these kind of places, and of course Man Utd, as you can see by the history, yep, won the Champions League during his tenure, so he obviously just missed it via injury, which is a shame, but definitely contributed well to Man Utd. So guys, that is Sergio Ramos at Manchester United. Will the deal go through? Probably not, but it's always good to look and see how things would potentially pan out with the use of Football Manager. And yeah, he's going to continue to be a world-class defender. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying putting these videos together. I enjoyed the Darmian one, and I've certainly enjoyed the Sergio Ramos one, so I'll definitely be looking to do a lot more. If there's any kind of these videos you'd like to see, any certain players at certain clubs, let me know and I can certainly look into it. And yeah, if you liked it, leave a like. If you have any comments, leave them in the comments section regarding it. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's Maxwell. I'll speak to you all real soon. Bye bye.